Hey everybody, welcome to another new video. So today I'm going to start my series of crafting gear for the Cast on Crit Forbidden Rite build that I'm playing. If you saw my last video, it is my favorite build that I've ever played, and as I said, I'll probably play it until it gets nerfed. I'll probably league start it, or try to league start it next league. League start with Bane and something like that, and then move into Cast on Crit. So I recorded the whole process of me crafting this, and for some reason it only saved like 2 clips of it. I'm not sure why. But I'll pull this up so I can show you, and I'll explain how we got to where we were, and then where we go from there. Alright, so what you want to start with is a Fractured +1 level of all chaos spell skill gems rune dagger. It doesn't really matter which one you can get. I went for Imperial Scheme because that's the one that I could find on trade. They all start at 6.3% base crit chance. There's a couple of them that have 6.5%, but just whatever you can find on trade at the time if you're trying to make this dagger and make this build. And then you spam it with the Deafening Essences of Zeal to get that Essence tier attack speed. You can do this 2 ways. You can spam them until you get T1 crit multi and T1 crit strike chance, or a high level of one or the other with T1 on one of them. I got T1 global critical strike multiplier with no other suffix. So what I did is I did suffixes cannot be changed, and then you go over to harvest and you reforge crit. Now there's a chance you can get critical strike chance for spells, but I got lucky. I got tier 3 critical strike chance. I put it in Path of Building and realized that tier 3 was good enough because of the power charges that I have for me to get to 100% critical strike chance. So that was good enough. And this is where the recording stopped, unfortunately. So we'll go into Pathofexile, and I'll explain to you how you finish the craft. It's pretty simple once you get to this point. All right, so here's the dagger as we had it at that point. Here on Pathofexile. So you got the Fractured level of all chaos spell skill gems, tier 1 crit multi, tier 3 critical strike chance, and the essence tier of attack speed. So what you want to try and go for is either increased chaos damage with increased skill effect duration. The big one that you really want to go for actually though is spell damage with increased mana regeneration rate. You can get this one as well, but you're not doing any non-chaos damage. So if you have the currency to just start over and try to go for spell damage with increased mana regen, or the chaos damage, chaos skills have increased effect duration. So the first things first is go to crafted and craft on suffixes cannot be changed. You don't want to lose your suffixes, obviously. And Ashling versus Veiled Chaos Orb doesn't make a difference. With Ashling, you are guaranteed to just remove this one and not gain another prefix on accident. But Veiled Chaos Orbs are way cheaper and they're easier to get. So there you go, Veiled prefix. But from there, what you want to do is pretty simple. You just craft on increased physical, percent increased physical. It's like this. And then unveil. Hope you get lucky. If you don't, you have to do it again. So just pick one. Well, this might seem like a good mod on here because it penetrates chaos resistance. You're not attacking with the weapon itself, so it doesn't do you any good. So go back down here. These suffixes cannot be changed again. Hit it with the Veiled Chaos Orb. Hope you don't fill up your prefixes. If you do, then you have to start spamming essences again, and then get back to this point. And craft on increased physical. Unveil. It took me about 3 tries to get this, so if you don't get it on the first try, it's okay. It does cost 2 divine every time you craft on suffixes cannot be changed. And then you obviously do run the risk of filling up your prefixes. But you just keep doing it until you get, spell damage, gain 5 non-chaos damage as extra chaos damage. It's not the best, as I said, but it'll work in a pinch. If you don't have the currency to keep on just, suffixes cannot be changed over and over again, and you want to try and get this cheaper than it would be to buy it on trade, then you can stick with this one. From that point, you're pretty much done. What you're going to want to do is craft on hits can't be evaded. Right here. It costs 3 exalts right now. And you're done. That's it. Super simple craft. The really only tough part is, getting to this point and getting guaranteed attack speed because of the Essence of Zeal, and then just trying to get crit multi and critical strike chance. You can't just keep spamming until you get tier 3 or tier 1 of both. It's up to you. So I could have spammed this with perfect fossils to get 30% or at least 24% before I started this, but I didn't. So you do need at least 24% in order to get the Harvest enchant of 1% increased attack speed for 8% quality. So what I'll do is I'll go to the Forbidden Trove and just buy a Hillock to get it up to 30% quality. Costs like a few divines, and then I'll be done. All right, well, thanks for watching. Make sure to like the video and hit that subscribe button if you're enjoying the content. I'll be putting out some more crafting videos for the rest of the gear in the next coming days, so make sure to hit the notification bell so you get notified when I post the next video.